Hello and welcome to Healthy Talks. I'm your host, Alex. If you've ever felt tired, foggy, or stressed, even after a full night's rest, this episode is for you. Today we're talking about one of the simplest but most powerful health habits, sleep. And joining me is one of my favorite guests, Dr. Maya, a professional health specialist who helps people build better lifestyles. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you, Alex. I'm so happy to be here. Sleep is one of those things that sounds so ordinary, yet it controls so many parts of our life.
Exactly. I think people underestimate sleep because, well, it's free. Laughs, we don't value it like we value gym memberships or vitamins.
That's very true. People will spend hours choosing the best diet or workout, but they'll ignore sleep, even though it's the foundation of good health.
Right. So, doctor, let's start simple. What actually happens when we sleep? I mean, we close our eyes and everything goes dark, but inside the body, what's going on?
Oh, a lot. When we sleep, the body is actually very active. It repairs tissues, balances hormones, cleans out waste from the brain, and strengthens our immune system. The brain organizes memories, too. That's why you remember things better after a good night's sleep.
Wow. So it's like our body's night shift.
Exactly. You can think of sleep as your body's built-in repair workshop.
Let's talk about the science side a little. I've heard terms like REM and deep sleep. What do they really mean?
Good question. Sleep happens in cycles, usually 4 or 5 each night. Each cycle has stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. In light sleep, your muscles relax and your breathing slows down. In deep sleep, the body repairs itself and releases growth hormones. In REM sleep, your brain becomes active and you dream. That's when your brain processes emotions and memories.
So if someone keeps waking up during the night, do they lose these stages?
Yes. Poor or interrupted sleep breaks these cycles, so your body never gets full recovery. That's why people feel tired even after being in bed for 8 hours. They didn't get quality sleep.
Ah, so it's not just about how long you sleep but how well you sleep.
Exactly.
I've also heard something called the body clock or circadian rhythm. How does that affect our sleep?
The circadian rhythm is like your body's natural timer. It tells you when to wake up, when to feel sleepy, and even when to digest food. It follows the light-dark cycle. Sunlight tells your brain to stay awake, darkness tells it to rest.
So when we stay up scrolling our phones at night, we're confusing the clock.
Exactly. Blue light from screens makes your brain think it's still daytime, delaying the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Exactly. Blue light from screens makes your brain think it's still daytime, delaying the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone. It's okay. We all do it. But if you want better sleep, turn off screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed.
Let's talk about what happens when people don't sleep well. What are the signs?
Short term, you feel tired, grumpy, and less focused. Long term, it increases the risk of obesity, heart disease, diabetes, depression, and even memory loss.
That's serious.
Yes. One night of poor sleep can make your brain as slow as if you had 2 glasses of wine. You react slower, make more mistakes, and feel more emotional.
That explains road rage in the morning traffic.
Exactly. Lack of sleep makes people impatient and reactive.
Have you seen patients change their lives just by improving their sleep?
Yes, many times. I had a young man who was always tired and anxious. He was drinking too much coffee, staying up late with work. Once we fixed his sleep schedule, no caffeine after 3 p.m., regular bedtime, dark room, within 3 weeks he said, "Doctor, I feel like a new person." Yes, many times. I had a young man who was always tired and anxious. He was drinking too much coffee, staying up late with work. Once we fixed his sleep schedule, no caffeine after 3 p.m., regular bedtime, dark room, within 3 weeks he said, "Doctor, I feel like a new person. Exactly.
Let's list out the enemies of good sleep. What are the worst habits?
Okay, here are the top 5. Too much caffeine, coffee, tea, energy drinks. Using phones or laptops before bed. Irregular sleeping times. Heavy late-night meals. Stress and overthinking.
I think I'm guilty of all 5.
You're not alone, Alex. Most of us are. But the good news is, small changes can make a big difference.
So, doctor, what can people do tonight, starting today, to sleep better?
I'd say start with these. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid caffeine 6 hours before bed. Keep your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. No phones 1 hour before sleep. Practice gratitude or relaxation before bed, like deep breathing or writing down positive thoughts.
That's beautiful. I love the gratitude idea.
Yes. A peaceful mind sleeps easily.
Doctor, here's a fun question. Why do people talk or walk in their sleep?
It happens when part of your brain wakes up while the rest is still asleep. It's common in children and usually harmless. But it shows how complex sleep really is.
That's wild. So even when we think we're doing nothing, our brain is working hard.
Exactly.
You mentioned earlier that sleep helps memory. Can it also make us more creative?
Yes. During REM sleep, the brain connects new ideas and reorganizes memories. That's why many artists or scientists say they woke up with an idea.
So maybe I should take more naps to get creative ideas.
Yes, but short naps, 20 minutes max. Otherwise, you'll feel groggy.
We're going to take a short music break, but when we come back, we'll talk about stress, emotions, and how mental health affects your sleep. Stay tuned, you're listening to Healthy Talks with Alex and Dr. Maya.